So we are here as One Transport. Our aim is normally to, as like others, is like to transport students from their homes to their schools. But we are not like others because we believe that social business is a myth. Yes, it's a myth. And it's a sham. Any other words?
Fake,
It's fake and fiction and hypocrisy.
Propaganda.
Propaganda as well. So, Siva will explain to you why is it a sham. We strongly believe.
Yeah, apparently we think it's a sham. Okay, it's a sham because basically there's business and there's charity, and social business is a cute way of trying to find a line in between. But there's no such thing. Either you're going to make a profit or you're going to help people. You can't do both because one of our group members is saying, where do you draw the line? When do you say, let's stop making profits, let's help people? So you have to choose one or the other. And we think, choose charity. Why do you want to make money? A lot of us make money, we all have money, it's okay. So let's stick to charity because that's the purest way of helping people. The idea that you can help people, let's try to make money as well, is a bit, it's hypocrisy, it's a sham. What else did he say?
Propaganda,
Yeah.
propaganda.
Propaganda, yeah, it's propaganda. It's a nice, cute idea. It's just marketing. It's social business. It's a nice phrase. It sounds very nice. You can put it in a t-shirt and napkin or something. But it's disingenuous. Either you go fully to help people, which is charity, or you don't. That's it. And I think now Melinda will explain how this plan is going to work.
And this plan is a charity, not social business.
Now that's been emphasized that, well, obviously we don't agree that it's a social business. This is how we're planning on doing it. We intend on getting motor companies in Malaysia to set up a fund where with whatever profits they make, they put in a certain percentage into this fund. Now what happens is, once you set up a fund, well, obviously in anything you have to start somewhere, and this is where we start. We start by where do we get the cash, where do we get the money. Now with this money, you build a factory, you build buses, you build boats, you build the transportation that's needed to bring people from point A to point B. Now by doing that, you end up generating economy because you end up with job opportunities, you end up with, obviously with the transport to help people move from point A to point B. Well, I'm not going to repeat much because a lot of other people have the same idea, but I'm going to stress a little bit point on whatever profit margins we make or the extra money that we will have. Now our idea is that ultimately you don't want to keep transporting people from point A to point B. You want to have a point where everyone can go to the supermarket, can go to school, can go to all these places without worrying about the transport. So ultimately, with whatever extra money we make, we want to develop these rural areas. Yeah, and we want to develop these rural areas so that you don't have to worry about transporting people from point A to point B, and that's the point we're trying to make here. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Don't be fooled by the social business. It's a charity.
Any comments, questions?
Any questions?
A quick question for you guys. Just like you guys are saying that, basically, a social business is just a niche between business and charity. Did I get you guys right? So actually, what Eunice proposed was, essentially, you should see as another option. You see, first is profit-making business, which is obviously making profit. Secondly, is charity. Charity is the one where we see it everywhere. They donate money and that's it. Social business is just an extra alternative. So what they do is, like business, they maintain their core competencies, they do their business, and they allocate the profit. So I mean, they definitely cover back the costs. So they get the profit and invest it, in another business. So that's sort of, you got what I mean? It's totally three different market.
I think the point that was trying to be made by my colleagues here was that there doesn't seem to be a need to have an extra option. Because it seems that charities, if you use charity in the right direction, it can fulfill the same needs as a social business. So that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that instead of saying it as a third option, maybe develop the charities that we already have in that direction as opposed to calling it a social business. I think that's the point that we're trying to make.
All right, thank you guys. The remaining groups.
Would you like to present?
There's two.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you